2017, I'm Matthew.
A new year means new goals and new accomplishments.
Also means that winter break is over. However, imagine a world without giraffes. Long necks could be a dream without them.
I have a feeling that you won't scan through this story.
All right, guys. Sadly, we suffered a death over Christmas break, as most of you all already know. I'll talk more about that in my You Heard It Here report.
Did you snow? We're back from break. Stay tuned for my weather report.
Well, I'll be talking about a guy that if you count up all his Olympic medals, he'd be ranked 39th if he was a country. But that's pretty impressive for just one guy.
We'll be back with that and more
on the other side of the break.
Welcome back from the break.
Now it's time for a Tetzlaff play-by-play. Let's check out the Tetzlaff calendar. Wednesday is Tetzlaff Spirit Apparel, and Friday is College Day and Minimum Day. Now it's time for the Action Reaction.
Hey guys, we are back with some football trick shots. This video was made by Dude Perfect, a special guest star, Johnny Manziel. Let's check it out.
Welcome to Aggie Land. This is the world's longest basketball shot. Is the laser shot.
They've been waiting all night for the
This is the laser shot.
My turn.
Those are great. How do they do that? I wonder what they'll do next. Did you know that football is a combination of soccer and rugby? Well, see you next week.
That's all play-by-play.
We'll see you after the break.
Hey, I know you looked at my paper. Erase those answers. I don't care.
Welcome back. Now it's time for today's hot topics.
The new Air Jordan Chameleons is one of the Jordan series new releases in the 2017. The shoes are going to feature an iridescent leather upper that is able to change color. There is a 3M reflective detailing, and they also have iridescent lace anklets. The shoes will be at a price range of around $225. These shoes should be available on February 16th.
Okay, so you heard it here with Jace. What do you have for us today?
Over Christmas break, the Star Wars cast lost a member. It was Carrie Fisher. Sadly, she died over Christmas break, like I said. And it was a sad death. Most people thought it was a hoax at first, but then it was confirmed. I thought it was a hoax because I read articles online to make sure it wasn't real, but it turned out to be real. And from Live in 5 show, To Carrie Fisher's family, we're sorry for your loss. All right, it's now time for weather with Jenna. Good morning, Jenna.
Good morning, everyone. And right before we get into weather, I would like to say I also heard that someone from Halloween Town died a few days ago. The one who played the grandma, don't really know her name, but sorry for her loss too. So, starting in Tokyo, Japan, they'll be seeing a low of 45 degrees. Moving all the way to the other side of the map, all the way at the bottom in Rio de Janeiro, they'll be seeing a low of 77. Slowly moving back up to the top, in LA, they will be seeing 56 and 11 in Anchorage. Onto our highs, they will be seeing 50 in Tokyo, Japan. Again, all the way to the other side of the map, this time at the top, Anchorage will be seeing a high of 15, slowly moving down 59 in Los Angeles and 96 in Rio de Janeiro. Sorry you guys, but last week we had some problems with the script, but now here is the whole thing. Have you ever been alone in the woods with no technology? Well, if so, you know that you have to rely on a compass for direction. Because compasses are so difficult to operate, scientists came up with a way to use the wind as replacement. You can use the wind to tell which way you're going. It's most popular in the south on top of farms with a rooster. Maybe you've heard of that. Now it's time for sports with Jameson.
The man that I was talking about was named, who had the most Olympic medals was Michael Phelps. He has 2 bronze medals, 3 silver medals, and 23 gold medals. That's pretty impressive, and I looked up what place would he be in if he was a country. He tied Ethiopia. I think, yes, that's pretty much it. Well, now for the NFL playoffs, which leads to the Super Bowl, and that's gonna be maybe good because a lot of bad teams from last year have been coming back, like the Cowboys, the Raiders. They lost to the Texans, which I know Aiden's mad about because he's a Raiders fan. But the Giants, they lost to the Green Bay, and Green Bay is known for their Hail Mary because Aaron Rodgers, every single time, he did it with the Lions, he did it with the, oh, sorry for that voice crack right there, but he did it for the Giants with I want to say Randall Cobb, but I bet you if 24 on the Giants, I forgot his first name, but his last name is Apple. I bet you if he would have jumped, he probably would have blocked it or picked it, one of the two. But I have to point out this one game. It was the Browns' first win. They beat the Chargers, and it was really funny because I got my dad, he gets like alerts from this sports thing, and it said that the Browns beat the Chargers, and we were in line at a grocery store, and we started cracking up, and like everybody started looking at us like we were all weird. Well, congratulations to all those teams that made it up, and I'll talk about basketball tomorrow. So that's it for today.
How's everybody doing?
Great. So, Alyssa, who's our guest today?
Danielle, how are you?
Good.
So, what did you do over your winter break, Danielle?
Well, I hung out with you, Lion, and Malia.
Yes.
That was great.
Good times. Okay, so let's get on to the first story. Imagine a world without giraffes. That scene could soon become a reality. This could happen because of 3 main problems: pollution, food degrees, and pollution from many people burning fossil fuels for transit purposes. Lastly, money-hungry poachers are threatening many animals such as elephants, hippos, and especially giraffes. These are 3 problems because the population of giraffes to drop dramatically from 403,000 to 143,000 in 1985 to only 97,562 today. Out of the 9 species of giraffes, 4 are fine, but the other 5 are unnaturally decreasing. Scientists fear that if we keep doing this, this could cause a 6th mass extinction and put an end to species of giraffes. So why do people continue harming the environment if they know they're killing these giraffes?
Really hard question.
Okay. So you see, our world is it's kind of evil at the moment. It's like turning against us. However, people are using these materials for stuff for.
Like things that we want to have.
Yes, exactly, and it's pointless. I watched a movie about it, and it actually showed a lot of facts, like how they remove some horns from an animal, and they use that for something about jewelry. I'm not sure.
People are really selfish, especially for money. Like all they really care about is themselves.
Maybe they don't realize that they're doing these things.
I think people realize it, but they're just not taking action to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go to web poll.
Well, again with us is Danielle. Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning.
So, will you please read this week's web poll for us?
Of course.
Should parents pay their kids for good grades? Here's what you guys said. One fan said no. Oh, well, that's your guys' question for this week, so yes. Here's the results for this week. And the next question is, should parents pay their children for good grades? And to vote, visit us at online at ugbo.com. You can also send your vote and comment to us at Instagram at Ugbo Global. Leave a comment with us at either place, and your message just might make it on the air. So what do you think, Danielle?
Well, yeah, if they deserve it. Well, they do if they get good grades.
I get good grades and I get nothing. Well, here's the FYI with
Well, thank you, Alyssa. Okay, so let's read the FYI then. So, 7 million of these are thrown away every day. Pennies, old clothes, paper, and food. Take 5. $7 million pennies are thrown away every day, which makes $70,000.
Making things levitate can be a scientific breakthrough. Well, Simon Morris did just that. He invented a levitating light bulb. Simon has dubbed this feat as flight. This light bulb uses electromagnetism to spin, levitate, and has wireless power transmission. This turns on the light. This scientific masterpiece will cost $349. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you have a good day and see you tomorrow.